What's up, everybody? My name is Ashay Kravenach. Welcome back to the Forge. Today we are going to be working on a leather sheath for this custom Celtic sword. Here as it stands, I have these two separate pieces, and I have the space here put into this one. What we're going to be working on today is getting this belt loop piece sandwiched into the back here. We are going to rivet this all in, and then glue it down, stitch it down, and then we can actually put these two pieces together and make the finished scabbard. All right, we are now on to the stitching side of things, so wish me luck. I'm so sorry, fingers. You will get through this. I hate stitching. That was the last of my good needles, too. Next step is to clean up these edges on the grinder. I'm going to profile everything out and get it all lined up. I made sure that I had a little bit of extra allowance on each of these pieces before I glued them, just so I could do this and not have to be so precise in the glue up. Nothing is perfect at the end, so I cleaned up on the grinder because I have one. Might as well use it. This thing was expensive. This is looking really good. I'm gonna test fit the sword just to make sure that I got this area right. I like to do the first coat of dye before I do the stitches because I use a waxed thread that is very, very waxed for some reason. I end up scraping a lot of the wax off of it first, but even still, sometimes little pills of wax will get kind of pushed into the leather and act as a resist to the dye, making like little kind of blonde spots that we're not really going for. So we're leaving it here today on the Celtic sword sheath. We're gonna be finishing this up in the morning. And by morning, I mean crack of noon, more than likely. One thing that I'm not super excited about when it comes to this sheath is we've probably got like 200 stitches in there. I don't know. I don't count my stitches. but there's gonna be a lot of them. My fingers are gonna be a burning, but it's gonna look beautiful, so I'm really glad we're doing it. That being said, if anyone just wants to, cheekily send me a leather sewing machine, I want the Cobra Mark something or another. It looks pretty good. If you want to send one over to me, that would be wonderful. All right, I'm back. It is the next day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as I predicted. I'm really liking how I left off yesterday. I've already went ahead and grooved out the stitch line here and marked out where each of my holes is gonna go. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna get these holes punched out and then we're gonna go ahead and stitch this thing up. Well, it's gonna be fun for you. It's not gonna be fun for me. Don't laugh at my pain. Time for the fun part. Let's stitch this thing. And with that, we have it all stitched up. That took a while, but I'm done with the stitching and I am on to the next step. Alrighty, it is now time to coat the edges and finish everything off. One final thing that I need to do for this sheath is I need to make a belt loop that actually attaches to this ring here on the back, and that will be the way that you actually secure it to your belt. I'm gonna do that right now, and then we're gonna finish up by sealing off this sheath, making sure that the dye is gonna stay in place and not rub off on anyone's clothing. No fun, been there. And then we're gonna go over, polish up the sword, and take some pictures of this thing. All right, I finished the polishing on the sword as well as the sheath, and I believe we are done. I have the handle of the sword wrapped up tight in paper towels and saran wrap in a wood conditioning solution that I have concocted, and it will remain like that overnight for at least 12 hours or so, just to fully saturate into that wood. It's a very tight grained oak that I harvested locally, so it will definitely need the extra time to penetrate in. Thankfully, it's still quite warm out, so that should do just perfectly. And then we will be ready to take some pictures of this thing. After months of work, I have finally finished up the Celtic sword. It is not yet sharp. I saved the sharpening for after the photography for obvious, safety reasons. This will be getting a razor's edge before it's shipped out to the customer. I am just so proud of how this piece came out. All right, now this thing is just too pretty to be doing this in the shop. We're gonna go take this out into the desert and get some really badass footage of it.